You're in a place in your life where the blessing is going to be so much bigger than the battle. You're coming to ends with your storm. You're coming to ends with the rain. You're about to walk out of your storm because you've been in this battle. And the blessing is about to be so much bigger than the battle. The blessing that God has for you is going to be so much bigger than the burden, the weight that it carried. Having to know what you know and to feel what you feel and to think how you think and to take the losses and to lose how you had to lose, the challenges you had to face. It's going to be so worth it when you get to the end and you see all God has for you. The blessing that God has for you is going to be so much bigger than this battle. See, this storm taught you so many important things in life, but you were never designed to carry this thing alone. So God allowed you to try to handle the problem. He allowed you to try to fix it in your own strength until you turn to Him. This storm taught you how to release the weight, to give the problems to God, because you were never meant to carry the burden. You were never meant to go through the battles you faced alone. You just had to learn that you have someone who would get you out of a storm in a heartbeat. So this last time, these last lessons, this last burden, it came with some losses, but it brought upon your life so much wisdom, so much intelligence. Because now you know how to pray. Hear me out. Now you know how to fight a battle. And as chosen ones, we don't fight battles on our feet. We fight them on our hands and our knees. You were reminded about all the pain you went through and all the pain you faced in this season. Everything you let go of, everything you lost. It's like you kept being reminded about the losses you were taking. Nobody understood you. Nobody understood the pain you were going through. Nobody understood the trauma it brought you and the trauma you faced. You felt alone, left out in the cold and in the rain, with no shelter, walking this thunderstorm by yourself on a path that you didn't know how it was going to turn out. But I'm here to tell you that it's turning out for your greater good. The blessing the battle carried is crazy. The favor that's about to trickle over into your life is crazy. You're about to triumph in the face of your enemies. You're about to move mountains that's been standing in your way for a long time. Then it felt like a lifetime. Blessing that is about to happen after this battle is going to be crazy favor. But you needed crazy faith to get there. God wanted you to focus on the miracle worker. He wanted you to give your pain to Him. He didn't just want a portion of it. God could take plenty of our pain. He could take all things that we're going through. He knows everything that we face. You're walking out of a storm. You're walking out of a season that was meant to break you, but it's going to make you. That was meant to kill you, but it's going to keep you sustained for the rest of generations. Your children's children's children are going to eat off of this. Your inheritance is going to be so large. The portion that God is giving you is going to be so blessed. The new doors that God opens up for you is going to be so extravagant. Extraordinary blessings are coming your way that people are going to want to know the God you serve simply because of how He's blessing you in your life. You had to go through so many things that happen here in this natural world. The heartbreak, the disease, losses, job losses, family member losses, losing out on opportunities, experiences, and time. But the moment God snaps His finger, all of those things will be renewed. You're watching this because a supernatural blessing is coming your way. You're walking out of a season that told you that you were going to lose, that told you that you were going to fail, that told you that you weren't strong enough until you started to tell the storm, I know the one who created the storm. You may have been walking through a storm, but you know the one who made the storm. You may have been walking through the battle, but you know who the battlefield belongs to. Your battle is literally setting you apart for the greatest one of your life. Your setback was your greatest comeback. And you're coming out of this thing, triumphing, winning. You're walking out of your season of depression in a winning season. Every door that opens from now are going to be doors that your faith brought upon. Doors that you knew God could open. And every door that shuts from now are going to be doors that you no longer need in your life that has to come to an end. Some of you, we're just too blessed to be at the bottom. We're just too blessed to be stressed. We're just too blessed. We're too anointed to be stuck, to be in that depression for a long time. But you know why God allowed us to walk through that thing? It's because he wanted to show you, you can't get you out, but I can. I can make your way prosperous if you trust in me. You may have had to overcome some battles. Some situations and circumstances in your life may have not worked in your favor. But your favor is different from the favor of the Lord. Your strength is so much different from God's. Apart from God, you had to learn that you can literally do nothing. You had to learn that you are a nobody and your identity lies in Christ. And God is about to make room. You about to be the center of attention. You about to be the reason why people are in that room. The rooms where they kicked you out of and rejected you. God is going to make them call your name. God is going to make them acknowledge you. You're appointed for a blessing in this season. And your greatest win, you thought you seen some things, you thought you